The scripted ALCS, the Astros are going to win game one. The Yankees are going to win game two. The series is going to be tied 1-1 before we head off to the Bronx. It's because New York is the 11th ratified state in the Union. The series will be tied 1-1 with the Astros winning game one and the Yankees winning game two. For the people who are like, oh, the last Yankees championship, they started the postseason against the Twins. But you guys have incomplete information, because you also have to look at the last time that the Yankees lost a World Series. Who did they begin the postseason against the year of the last time the Yankees lost the World Series? They began in the divisional series against the Minnesota Twins. This is precisely why the Yankees are going to be losing the World Series, because you can make that connection with the Minnesota Twins with the year of the last time that the Yankees lost a World Series championship. This is called looking at both sides of the angle. Now, when we go to the 2003 ALCS, the season of the last time the Yankees lost the World Series, the opponent won game one, but then the Yankees won game two. This is partially why I'm going with Houston in game one and the New York Yankees in game two. It boils down to the year that the Yankees last lost the World Series. 2003 was the year 3 in the millennium. It is 2019 that is a 13 year, because 12 reduces down to 3. So there we have it, another connection. The Yankees are currently 3-0 in the postseason. They are going to be 3-1 in the postseason after they lose game one, because it's Houston that has Dimitri of 31. The Dodgers' current World Series run, they began against the Houston Astros. They're going to win the World Series 31 years later because of that. If you understand Dimitri, the Yankees would lose the World Series in the years 3 and 19 in this millennium. That adds up to 22. As I've stated before, the Yankees are going to three-peat in the year 2022. It is Aaron that has Dimitri of 22. The Yankees three-peated in 2000. They three-peat 22 years later. I have a full playlist on this. This is new. This is not new stuff. This is stuff I've already covered. And then the Yankees win game two to have a 4-1 record, because the World Series is going to end at Los Angeles, California. I want to say it's probably going to begin over at Los Angeles. Let's check the Major League Baseball standings. 103 and 104. So there it is. The script 106. The script is there. The World Series is going to begin and end over at Los Angeles. Perfect. The script is perfectly set into stone and into motion. Now, the Yankees are going to win against the Astros in 6 games. It's because the Yankees' record in the postseason is going to be 7-2 before facing off against the Dodgers, because it's Dodgers that has Dimitri of 72. This is why the Yankees win the ALCS in 6 games. This is exactly why. Now, when we look at the ALCS schedule, they already released the schedule. So when we do go to the schedule, Game 6 is going to be played on Friday. October the 18th adds up to 28. Now, this does not mean the Yankees are going to win their 28th championship this year. This is what we call a coincidence. They are going to play for their 28th championship. The Yankees last made the World Series 10 years ago. They're going to make it back in the World Series with Aaron Judge, because Jay's a 10th letter, so they are going to make it back 10 years later. But, hint, 11 years later after 2009. I've already covered this. Barack Obama's last year in office. Hint, Donald Trump's last year in office, for the retards out there that think he's actually going to win the election. You guys are pretty funny. You guys are clowns if you think Trump is going to win, because you don't want to illuminate yourself with all this precise knowledge. October the 18th of the year 19 adds up to 47. 47 degrees in the Masonic compass. It's, geez, I thought Judge equals 51. I thought it equaled 41. There it is. Judge equals 47. Date numerology of 47. He makes it to his first World Series. Now let me just add this quickly here. The date numerology. Perfect. Date numerology of 22. It's Aaron that equals 22, so the Yankees are going to make it to the World Series, but they're not going to 3-peat until 2002, so they're going to be losing the World Series this year. It would be 4 days until the start of the World Series after October the 18th, and 2020 is a 4-year. That's going to have a lot of connections with the winner of that World Series as well as the election that year. So illuminate yourself. Learn numerology. The Yankees' first AL East title 7 years later. The Dodgers' World Series title 31 years after they last won it. Their World Series run beginning against them. And when we look at the year, the 37 year in 2017, Los Angeles did not win the World Series that year. This is a 39 year, and it's New York that equals 39, but they're not going to win the World Series this year. Remember, Judge equals 20. It's time to learn how to gematria. Wake up. Separate the coincidence from real numerology.